Welcome to our coverage of the 13th region of the Kentucky High School Athletic Association. We cover all sports and are here to promote the student athletes of the 13th region. Presented by Martin's Peterbilt, sponsored by All-State agent Zach Davidson. Let us introduce you to the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network's presentation of In the Huddle. When it comes to protecting what you love, you want an insurance agent that cares more about you, more about your world, and more about what you need. And that's exactly what you'll get from Corbin insurance agent Zach Davidson. He's my insurance agent, and he's an agent that doesn't just know about Corbin, but he lives here, and he wants to protect life here. Contact Zach today. It's located on Cumberland Falls Highway in Corbin, Kentucky. You're in good hands with Allstate. Happy Sunday night to you and your family. Here we are on a very wet night. We pray for those who are affected by the floods of Southeast Kentucky. You have been in our thoughts and prayers today. We hope that we can bring you a little relief in this difficult time, and in so doing, promote the student athletes of the 13th region. Hi, my name is Ronnie Smith. My friend DC Turner is with us tonight here on the Martin's Peterbilt as they present In the Huddle, sponsored by our friend Zach Davidson at Allstate Insurance. You're listening to the 13th Region Media Network, brought to you by L4 Security. DC Turner, looks like you and I are color coordinated tonight. That's purely an accident, but it is.
I was getting ready to say it wasn't planned.
How you doing tonight, my friend?
I'm doing wonderful. How about yourself, sir?
Well, we're doing great. The show is going to be great tonight. Fasten your seatbelt. It's always great when we get to talk to great athletes. We get to talk to the head coach of the Clay County Lady Tigers, Coach Gray, and also one of the up-and-coming rising stars. Folks, she's only a 7th grader in Macy White. She's having an unbelievable season, DC.
Yes, she is. I got to watch her a couple of times in person, actually 3 times in person, and just phenomenal. To be a 7th grader and to watch her play, you'd never know she was a 7th grader. You'd think junior, senior, maybe. Never gets frustrated. Same facial expression from the opening tip to the final buzzer.
Yeah, we are looking forward to hearing from Coach Gray and hearing from Miss Macy. And then also Jamie Benaventura from South Laurel. She is a bulldog. And if everybody played as hard as she did, they'd be better.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. But every team needs that one go-getter that don't mind hitting the floor, banging, getting banged, bleeding, whatever.
She's that one. And then we are so honored tonight and so happy for an answer of prayer. Mr. Josh Steele from South Laurel, who has some exciting news about his future, will be with us to talk to us a little bit later in the show. And DC, he scared us early.
Yes. I was at Clay County that night. The matter of fact, I was there most of the day. Very scary. I can only imagine for him and his family. But got the word the other night that he was going to be back on the bench, and then the next thing we turn around, another prayer answered. He's back on the floor, and it's just amazing.
So we're excited about getting to talk to him. That'll be a little bit later in the show. We appreciate all our fine sponsors. I want to let you know that we're getting ready for baseball and for girls softball. We need sponsors so that we can cover a game of the week and so that we can bring you this coverage. Make sure you reach out to me. Send me a message here. We've got some spots open. A lot of stuff's kind of taken, but there's still several things that you can do to help the student athletes here in the 13th region. You're listening to Martin Peterbilt presentation of In the Huddle, sponsored by Zach Davidson at Allstate Insurance here on the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network.
Are you looking to give your yard and landscaping a fresh new look this fall? Look no further than Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting. With years of experience in general construction and landscaping, Kyle Gray and his team are here to help transform your outdoor space. From mowing and trimming to full landscaping cleanups, Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting can do it all. And this fall, Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting is excited to announce that we will also be offering Christmas light installation services. Make your home the envy of the neighborhood with professional Christmas light installation from Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting. Give us a call at 606-729-6887.
Gondolier's Italian Restaurant and Pizza had been around since 2009. They're locally owned and operated and enjoy sharing their made-from-scratch Italian favorites, such as oven-fresh pizza and the sweetest desserts in the London and surrounding community. They use fresh ingredients and offer something for everyone's taste. Pizza, pasta, burgers, wings, sandwiches, and lots more. And don't forget those made-from-scratch cakes. Whether you're a beloved customer or for the first time, we'd love to welcome you to Gondolier's Italian Restaurant, off exit 41 in London.
We blaze trails where others won't, refusing to settle for the status quo. We hunger for something more, and we'll stop at nothing to achieve it. Riding across great plains, over mountain passes, and through the heart of America to see more, feel more, be more. This is our American dream. Ride with us.
Let me tell you about my good friend Robert King at All American Detailing. They're located at 888 US 25 in Corbin. They offer many services including full detail and basic detail for exterior and interior. They have paint correction, buffing, polishing, and a 5-year ceramic coating. Also, don't forget about your animals. It's cold, and they have great insulated panels in all different sizes. They offer discounts to military and active first responders. Call them today for an appointment, 606-280-7349. It's time for the 13th Region Media Network Support Awards. First brought to you by Kim Crowley. It's the girls' student section of the week. It goes to the Corbin Red Hounds. Now, let's take a look at the girls' cheerleading squad of the week, brought to you by Heather Martinez. It's the Corbin Lady Red Hounds. And now, let's take a look at the boys' cheerleading squad of the week, brought to you by Heather Martinez. It's the Knox Central Panthers. And last but not least, brought to you by Kim Crowley, the boys' student section of the week. It goes to the South Laurel Cardinals. Thank you, student sections and cheerleading squads. Without you, the game would be boring. Let me tell you about my good friends at Heavenly Inflatables. They are Christian people who love serving Southeast Kentucky. For your birthday parties, VBS, fall festivals, whatever you need, give them a call today. That's Heavenly Inflatables. Check them out on Facebook or call them at 606-499-7810.
Quality, creativity, and customer service. That's what sets Curb Kings apart. Located in London, Kentucky, but serving all the 13th region and southeastern Kentucky, we are your go-to when looking for top-notch quality. If you want your landscaping to truly stand out, our custom curbing is what you need. With many different designs, styles, and colors, true curb appeal can now be obtained at an affordable price, yet long-lasting solution. With over 25 years experience, let Josh Maxey and his crew help you through your next outdoor project while making it one of the most enjoyable upgrades yet.
Are you ready to turn your real estate dreams into a reality? If so, contact Sean Disney with USA Realty. With 27 years of banking experience in commercial and real estate lending and 3 years experience as a top multi-million-dollar producing agent. He's honest, professional, and committed to your success. Call Sean today at 606-620-8350. He's ready and waiting to help make your real estate dreams come true.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see us.
This is Donovan Storm here, the manager at the Kentucky Farm Bureau office, the South Laurel Agency here on West Cumberland Gap Parkway in Corbin. My office offers a full line of insurance products to protect your family and your business needs. We offer home, auto, life, health, workers' compensation, and business insurance. I have a friendly staff that's ready to assist you. Give us a call at 528-2030. Again, my staff is located at 1456 West Cumberland Gap Parkway, Corbin, Kentucky.
We understand the challenge of finding a quality pre-owned vehicle, but look no farther. Let me tell you about my good friends Marcus Sima and Shane Tarvin from USA RV and Auto Sales. They're conveniently located on the West Cumberland Gap Parkway in Corbin. They have a large inventory and have helped thousands of people in the Tri-County. Go see them today. That's USA RV and Auto Sales on the West Cumberland Gap Parkway in Corbin, Kentucky. And we're back here as Martin's Peterbilt presents In the Huddle, sponsored by Zach Davidson at Allstate Insurance here on the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network. My name is Ronnie Smith here with my good friend DC Turner. And DC, again, our hearts go out to the victims that are facing flood. And there's so many issues. We're getting ready to have Macy White. We're so glad she's able to be with us tonight. We're getting ready to pull her on here in just a second. But Coach Gray, unfortunately, will not be able to join us tonight. She's without electricity over there in Clay County. And we want everybody to know they're in our thoughts and prayers tonight.
Yeah, most definitely. The wife and I was out over the weekend, left out yesterday, got back in today, and some of the things that we saw is just mind-boggling. And then you go up and down social media, and anywhere from Clay County to right here in Jackson County, Laurel County, Bell County, Knox, just Perry County, Lee, Owsley, it's a mess.
Well, so Coach Gray was real apologetic. She was excited. And we thought it would make it easy on Macy, you know, where she's young. So, Macy, you are going to have to put up with us without your coach tonight. But thank you. Talk to Wes, your dad, and he was able to set it up for you to be with us tonight. Welcome to the 13th Region Media Network.
Thank you all for inviting me.
Well, you're just having such a great season. I've had a chance to watch you play a little bit. We were in Gatlinburg at the same time that you guys were playing down there, and you guys had some great games down there. And I just want to congratulate you, Macy. You're having a phenomenal season, and being a seventh grader, what does it mean to you to be able to be on the varsity stage at this point of your life and be able to contribute to your team and be the leading scorer?
It's a big accomplishment. I love helping my team win, and we're just got to keep getting better. I love playing for Coach Gemma. She's pushing us to be the best that we can, and I think it's helping me in the long run. So I expect it and know how it's going to be when I do get older and play up there.
Well, yeah, I mean, to be able to get that experience early, that's one thing I noticed about you, Macy, is when I watched you guys play, is you're physical. You guys play really hard. You diving on the floor. I bet your practices are very competitive.
Yeah, they are. We're always competing against each other and just trying to keep working, and we're just got to come out and show it.
So let's talk a little bit about your team, because, we're promoting you. We want to promote your team tonight. Who's your best friend on the team?
I've got a lot of them, but where I'm younger, I don't know. I'm close with all of them, but I don't really know.
Well, that's really, really good. Who's the one that's kind of took you under their wing and kind of helped you out and kind of taught you the ropes a little bit to make the transition from grade school to varsity easier for you?
Probably Madison Penland and Carly Fultz. They're really good leaders, and I look up to them.
Well, yeah, that's great. And then they're, people that lead by example, DC Turner. That makes a big difference. And I know you and I were talking a little bit earlier. You've had an opportunity to see this young girl play several times.
Yes. Like I said earlier, and I'll say it with her in here with us, one of the hardest nosed, grittiest, all over the floor. After one of Clay County's games, if they sweep the floor, they're probably pulling up some of her skin because she'll leave it on the floor without even hesitation. I was going to ask her a similar question with the senior leadership, but Clay County don't have any seniors. They've got one junior, and the rest of them are underclassmen. And a lot of the roster, I'd say 60% of the roster, maybe even 75%, is 7th and 8th graders. And for her to be a 7th grader and leading the team and scoring, real close to leading them in rebounds, it's 70.5% from the free throw line is just outstanding. With that being said, what's it like in your guys' locker room without Coach Gray being in there? Just you and the other young ladies in there. Are you hamming it up? You laughing? You getting serious a few minutes before the game? Give us a walkthrough on what it's like when Coach Gray's not around you young ladies.
Well, early in the season, we was coming out real flat, so we all started talking about it. We've got to get hyped up, so we're in there. We're usually screaming real loud. We've got music playing, and we're just getting ready for the game and getting pumped up.
Now, what's your choice of music in the locker room? Are you guys country girls? You like Brad Paisley or any of those? Or you like old school like Ronnie and myself? You go with the hard ZZ Top, Def Leppard. Do you even know who that is?
No, but I like the country music, but all of my teammates like the rap. So whatever they play is what we're listening to.
So you got a rap for us tonight? Give us a little.
No, I can't do that.
Yeah, I'd like to hear DC rap, wouldn't you, Macy? I think.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah.
They got me up here in Jackson County several years ago in a yodeling deal on one of the little spin wheels, and I landed on yodeling. You do not want to hear that. It's on tape somewhere, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great there. Coach Mitchell says, great kid, great future. Proud of you, Macy, and then appreciate him tuning in tonight and giving you a shout out. But, I was thinking, DC, you said about, how she's just all over the floor and she's tenacious out there. Macy, you seem so nice and sweet and laid back. What is it that turns into a bulldog when you get out there on the court?
When I come out there, I just got to get real aggressive and be ready to play. I mean, I am sweet most of the time off the court, but when I am out there, I just got to be rough and physical.
Yeah, Shelby Osborne says, "Go Macy, proud of you." So see, you've got fans, people that look.
You got a fan club going here, more than we've got.
Yeah, that's true. Nobody ever talks to DC and I. We just but
they do, but it's not repeatable on the air.
Exactly. Macy,
Okay,
I want to ask you. DC will have another question, but my last question for you, then we'll let DC close you out. Is just thinking about who you are and what you're going. To be that Clay County Tiger, Lady Tiger, what it means to be there. Who's been the one that's pushed you? Who's been the one that got you in the gym early, kind of helped you to get who do you want to give credit to tonight?
Probably my dad and my papa and Mitchell Madden as well. They've all coached me and they've made me, and Gemma, they've all made me the player that I am today, and I just got to keep working.
Okay, Macy, we always have a little fun on the side with our guests, our players that comes in here. Give us your best impression of Coach Gray. She's not watching. She has no electricity. I've known her for a long time, so I'll put a plug in. She's not allowed to run you any extra laps or anything like that.
Well, we usually don't get back too well. So usually she's yelling at us, "You girls are pretty bad out of shape. You got to run and get back." That's usually what she says.
And I can honestly see her saying that because she's coached at the grade school level and the middle school and on up she's climbed the ladder from the bottom to the top where she's at now. And I believe that 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting back now, so we're getting better at it.
Yeah. She's intense. I enjoy watching her coach. But
Yeah.
Macy, we just want you to know how proud we are of you. You have done a great job tonight. You've not been nervous or anything, and you did great. And God has great things in store for you. You've got a lot of people in the 13th region that are proud of you, young lady. Just keep up the good work, and we look forward to seeing you down the road.
Thank you all.
Good
All
luck,
right.
Mason.
Bye-bye.
That is Miss Macy White from the Clay County Lady Tigers. Sweet young lady and a bulldog, one of the youngest players in the 13th region. And we are going to welcome our second girls guest tonight. That Jamie, you got in here a little bit early, so I'm going to go ahead and put you on the air. How are you doing tonight?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Well, we're great. Hopefully the flooding didn't affect you anywhere where you live or anything. You guys okay?
Yeah, thankfully.
Yeah, well, good. So, first thing I want to get, because I pronounce your name all the time, and I don't know if I do it right or not. I want to hear you tell the entire 13th region and all the PA announcers that are listening and all the radio people so we can make sure that they pronounce your last name correctly. So, Jamie, tell us what it is.
Buenaventura.
I do it right. DC. Okay, I got you.
Now she's gonna have to bring you a cookie if she sees you at the South Laurel game. You're gonna have to go get him a cookie.
Yeah, so I understand how important it is. DC's a Turner, I'm a Smith. We've got boring last names, but you got a great last name. It's a wonderful name, and it's just like it sounds. So it's not that hard. But listen, I want to talk about you, Jamie, and also Coach Madden. He's giving you a shout out too there, saying, "Go, Jamie, keep it up." I've enjoyed watching you play in your high school career. You are a great leader on the floor. And you have a new coach this year. And we've had Coach on here a couple of times. And one thing that we've talked about when he's been in here, I asked him what the biggest challenge was early. And he said was to getting you girls to buy in on his defensive approach. When I watch you guys play, you guys are tenacious on defense. Girl, you are bought in. Tell us what it's like playing for your new coach and kind of what kind of year you feel like you're having.
It's definitely been an exciting year. We definitely switched up our style of play, going from fast pace, trying to score all the time to more methodical, defensive minded strategy. I mean, really just all in buying in all 5 girls on the court. I mean, rotations have to be good, and I just think that's what's led us to success.
Yeah, and great success. I know you guys lost a heartbreaker the other night on Valentine's Day, but you guys had won like 14 games in a row, maybe more than that. I don't even know. It's probably more than that. And let's talk about the game at North Laurel. What was it like to North Laurel come over there? What a rivalry. It's a good rivalry, good friendly rivalry, crosstown rivalry. But you guys were jacked up and pumped up at the end of that game. You knew you had accomplished one of your goals, and you guys had a great night.
Yeah, it's just, again, another defensive night. I mean, everybody bought in. We stuck to the game plan. We've been practicing all week that week. And it's just a great environment to play in. Crosstown rivals is a big deal. You see them at Region 2. So,
yeah. Well, great season so far. It's not over. One more week, then district play. 50th district's going to be so crucial this year. You guys undefeated in districts. So you wrapped up that number 1 seed. You always got to worry about Whitley County. You've always got to worry about Corbin and then Williamsburg too. Anybody on any given night. What's your mindset going into the district tournament? How do you feel like your team is?
I feel like we're solid. I mean, we've played some hard teams this past week. Like Frederick Douglass is the top team in the state. And I mean, that's why Coach Winland schedules those to prepare us to go into district. Yeah, you can't sleep on Corbin and Whitley. We're just definitely going to roll in with the same mindset, defense first, and then just let us continue rolling,
Yeah, Jamie, I don't know if Ronnie's paid attention to this or not, but when he pans out and puts you on full screen, we can see a little basketball hoop hanging off the door. You want to tell us about that?
Oh, I've just had this basketball goal since I was in 4th grade. I mean, my dad used to teach me stuff on it when we would get home back from games. So I just a little reminder of the sport that I love. So
Hey, it's all right. I'm an old man. I wish I had one in my office. Believe you me, I'd be wadding up there taking advantage of that.
Do you still utilize it when you're supposed to be going to bed? You're tired after a game. You sit there and go, I'm going to throw a couple of these.
yeah, usually when my brother comes into my room, he likes to play with me. So that's when it gets used.
Then who wins?
Uh-oh.
I don't take it easy on him. So
there you go.
Competitive even off the court.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect anything less, DC Turner. She is a bulldog. She is a player. If you needed to lock down at the end of a game, and I can honestly say, if you said, Ronnie, pick 5 girls in the region that you want to have on the court in the last minute of a game, Jamie would be one I'd want to lock down on defense.
There's no doubt. There is no doubt. Probably my first pick. Yeah. I'm not trying to slide any of the other 100+ young ladies in this region. She would probably be my first pick to, okay, that's their best player. Go get her.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Jamie, let's talk a little bit about who's inspired you in your life. Obviously, you're a senior now. The older you get, the more you appreciate, this last week of the season, your last trip to Whitley, your last trip to Corbin, your last road games coming up before district and different things. Who's been the one to help mold you into the player you are today?
I'd say probably my dad. He's the one that really got me started into basketball, and he always has really good insight. Every time after a game, he analyzes it and he just breaks it down for me. And I think it just really helps me build up game by game. And that's how I've learned.
Yeah. Coach Windman's in there. Good to see you, Coach. Man, he's killing it. Jamie is a warrior, great young lady with a great, bright future. So proud of her. And she's proud of you too, Coach, and the defensive anticipation you brought there. And I know we talked about that early, but DC, I'll let you have the last question.
You've been a senior. What does your future look like? You have any offers? You planning on college at the next level, trying to play? Fill us in on that.
I've had one school reach out to me, but I mainly focus on going to college for engineering. So, I really rely on my education to push me through college and with the scholarships and stuff. So,
wow.
An engineer.
Yeah.
She's a smart girl.
Way higher than my IQ.
Yeah. But Jamie, we're very proud of you. DC, go ahead.
I was just going to tell her I appreciate it very much, her joining us tonight, and look forward to the district tournament and the regional tournament. I'm not going to say when they get to the region. It's if, because when the ball goes in there, it's anybody's game. So, they got to go get it. They got to earn that trip to the arena.
Yeah, you definitely can't look past that first round game. That's how they do it. And one last thing I'll ask you, I always like to ask this is, all the people in your life and you're looking at it here going into the district tournament. When you were a younger player, you had a chance to play with some really good athletes, some really good girls through the years. Who's been the one that you've kind of modeled your game after that has really made a big impact on you?
I say I get my rebounding from Rachel Presley. She was big inspiration from me, being a senior and I was a freshman, and I just really looked up to her. She just she had a lot of struggles through her life, but she just found a way to push through it on and off the court. So I've really took inspiration from Rachel.
Yeah, that is great. And we're fans of you, Jamie. You do a great job. See, people watch you when you don't even realize they're watching it. You may have never met, and here me and DC are 2 old guys, but we recognize we've been around the game a long time. You make South Laurel better. You make the 13th region better, and you make this world better by your work ethic and how you don't get rattled. You have your composure together. And we just want you to know that we're very proud of you and thank you for being with us tonight.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right. We'll talk to you down the road. Okay.
Okay.
All right. That was Jamie Bonaventura from Bonaventura from South Laurel. We were getting it right, DC. I'm so proud. What two sweet young ladies we've had on the show tonight.
Yeah, Mr. Steele's got a challenge ahead of him to hold up to these two interviews.
He does, and he's in the background. We're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, Mr. Joshua Steele is in the house. When it comes to protecting what you love, you want an insurance agent that cares more about you, more about your world, and more about what you need. And that's exactly what you'll get from Corbin insurance agent Zach Davidson. He's my insurance agent, and he's an agent that doesn't just know about Corbin, but he lives here, and he wants to protect life here. Contact Zach today. It's located on Cumberland Falls Highway in Corbin, Kentucky. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Are you looking to give your yard and landscaping a fresh new look this fall? Look no further than Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting. With years of experience in general construction and landscaping, Kyle Gray and his team are here to help transform your outdoor space. From mowing and trimming to full landscaping cleanups, Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting can do it all. And this fall, Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting is excited to announce that we will also be offering Christmas light installation services. Make your home the envy of the neighborhood with professional Christmas light installation from Gray & Sons LLC General Contracting. Give us a call at 606-729-6887 and let us make your yard and land look new again.
Gondolier's Italian Restaurant and Pizza had been around since 2009. They're locally owned and operated and enjoy sharing their made-from-scratch Italian favorites, such as oven-fresh pizza and the sweetest desserts in the London and surrounding community. They use fresh ingredients and offer something for everyone's taste. Pizza, pasta, burgers, wings, sandwiches, and lots more. And don't forget those made-from-scratch cakes. Whether you're a beloved customer or for the first time, we'd love to welcome you to Gondolier's Italian Restaurant, off exit 41 in London. And we're back here as Martin Peterbilt presents In the Huddle, sponsored by Zach Davidson at Allstate Insurance, here on the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network. You know, it was just a few weeks ago that I know my son Connor had went over to watch the game, South Laurel and Clay County. And he came home that night. And he said, Pops, we're going to have to pray. And he let me know what happened. I remember the next morning at church, we stood in and we prayed for Josh Steele. And the bleak of not knowing what was going to happen, the uncertainty of what was going to happen, had the entire 13th region and the 606 area code and even beyond very, very concerned. But I'm safe to say and happy to say and honored to say that Josh Steele is doing well, and he's in our studio tonight. Josh, welcome to the 13th Region Media Network, buddy. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, we're glad to have you with us. You know, I love your dad. We've been friends so long, and, you know, I've known you all your life, even though you don't know us as well. I just want to talk a little bit, before we go back to that night, what's it been like, the outreach that you've heard from your community with everything you've been through?
It's been great. I've had a ton of people reach out. I mean, they've brought me food, gifts, everything you can imagine. Tons of prayers. So it's been great.
Yeah. So let's kind of go back to that night. I mean, just an aggressive play. Nobody's trying to hurt anybody or anything. Didn't look like from what I've seen. Did you kind of know right away maybe something wasn't feeling just right, or kind of walk everybody, because you got the whole 13th region watching and they were worried about you. Kind of walk through that night, what you remember, kind of how you felt.
Yeah. So I went up and got hurt, fell down, landed on my back, tried getting up, and I could feel it in my back that something wasn't right. Couldn't really get up or walk around. And so I just knew something was off.
Yeah. How important, Josh, was your faith through this whole situation? Faith is important.
It was very, very, very important to me. I prayed every night, and just stayed with my faith. And I knew God had it under control.
Yeah. So let everybody know, in case they haven't got to see South or anything, what's going on with you now. Are you playing? Are you warming up? Where are we at? And are we going to get to see you in the district and region tournament?
Yes, you will. I've been played against Great Crossing, played against Jeffersontown, two really good teams. I'm on minute restrictions though, so hopefully we can get those boosted up.
Yeah, DC Turner, you talk about modern day miracles, brother. We've got one on with us tonight.
Yeah, if you don't believe in him, this young man right here, and like you said earlier, know the young man's dad for about 15 years now. Know his grandpa, his dad actually, and I coached against each other back 2010, 2011 at the Optimus Club when he was a little bitty guy. I don't even know if he remembers that or not, but and then his grandfather, know him quite well. Just fantastic family from top to bottom. Highly respect his grandfather and his dad for what they do and what they have done. This young man here is a perfect example of being raised properly. He's got the faith. You can watch him on the floor. He never gets rattled. He's got a power within him that you can tell something is very different with him.
Yeah, and that's obvious, and great support system, and that's great. But Josh, that's enough about talking about that. We wanted everybody to know, man, you had a great year. It's your senior year. Maybe it hadn't turned out exactly the way you wanted it up to this point, but you got to admit, man, you inspired your team, and your team's kicked it into gear when you were off. And I think going into the district tournament, you guys and Bell County would be, in my opinion, and Knox Central would be the three hottest teams in the region right now.
Yes, there's definitely some good teams in this region this year, and it'll be a battle for sure.
Yeah, get to go down to Williamsburg and go down there to the district tournament, and there's going to be some great battles. How important was it for you guys to get that number one seed and be able to draw a Williamsburg, against maybe you would have had to play a Corbin or maybe a Whitley County?
Very, very, very important. It's all about timing too.
Yeah, it really is. And getting here to your senior year and all that, we know Coach Davis. I love him. He's been so good to me through the years. He has one goal, and that's to help you guys get to Rupp Arena. Do you feel like you guys are headed in the right direction?
I think we are. Our guys have definitely stepped up. I'm beyond proud of them. They've done really good. We just got to keep moving in the right direction, and I think we will.
Joshua, when you went out with the injury and everybody sort of figured out, the doctors had figured out, your family had figured out that, okay, you're going to be okay, you're going to be back, it's just going to take time. Who's the one teammate that maybe came to you and said, you take your time getting back, it's me, I'm going to step up and take your place until you get back?
I had a few of them. I mean, you got KT, Murph, Max, Caden. They've all really stepped up, and they've done a really, really good job.
Now, in the locker room, when you guys are in there, Coach Davis is out doing whatever, grabbing a drink or whatever. What's the atmosphere like for you guys in the locker room?
It usually depends. If we've got a game, we're pretty serious. If not, before practice, we're usually having some fun, chatting it up, goofing around a little, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Can you beat the old man in game 1-on-1 yet? Can you beat him?
Sure. Yeah, the age has caught up to him.
Well, that's it. That's the way Connor is with me. He has to take me out to the 3-point line. He's not going to come in on me. You know what I mean? So are you smart enough to take him out and shoot some threes, right?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Your dad was quite a player.
Wait till I see Jackie.
Do
We've already heard you've lost it.
Now, no, okay. Well, let's just make it fair because I'm 51, so he's approaching 50. I know he's not there yet.
50.
Is he 50? Okay.
Yeah.
So, what about a game of horse though? Could you beat him?
Yeah, I'm winning that one too.
That's great. Coach Madden said, "Tough kid. Glad to see you back." Coach Madden there from Knox Central, man, giving you some love tonight. And then, of course, the old man had to pipe in. He said, "No, he can't. He's watching you, son." I'm telling you, I don't know. Maybe that'd be something good to see.
Can we get this on DraftKings? I'll throw some money at it.
DraftKings. No, we don't want to go there. That's really good.
On their game of horse.
Yeah, on the game order. Yeah, that's really really true. But man, it's just been great, and I really wanted you to come be with us on the show just because you bring hope, and there's so much negativity, and you see people act so crazy in the stands, and when you played Corbin, I was there, keeping the book for Corbin that night. When everybody in the stands had your shirt on there, and the Cameron crazies were all there and all that stuff, or not Cameron crazies, but the Cardinal crazies.
Yeah.
And what did it feel like for you to be standing out there, even warm-ups, knew you couldn't play, knowing that you inspired your team? And I'm telling you, they played phenomenal against Corbin that night.
They did,
all because of their love for you, man.
Yeah, I felt really loved that night. It really just showed me how many people were behind me. So I appreciate it. The community's been great.
Yeah, because DC, it's more than basketball at the end of the day.
100%.
Yeah, you can be competitive, but once that final horn sounds, it's back to life.
Right.
Yeah.
Off the court. And that's just like it is with us when you're doing the PA work or I'm doing a broadcast. Yeah, for those 2 hours, we're 100% right there. But after it's over, it's over. We got other things we got to go and take care of. But this young man here is changed. He's courageous, and he's changed a lot of people's outlook. I've got some guys that I talk to at work, and one of them is a diehard South Laurel fan. You cut him open, he's black and red. He knows everything there is to know about South Laurel: football, basketball, baseball, softball. He's diehard. His daughter goes there. I won't mention his name because I don't want to show any favoritism, but he's the one that kept me informed along with Jackie. I've communicated back and forth with Jackie, checking on him, and it just I'm getting my eyes are starting to maybe sweat a little bit. The fact that he's back and everything's on the up and up. You being a senior now, your future plans. Anybody looking at you? Anybody made offers? Where we stand there?
No, not really. So.
Well, it kind of messed you up, man, on that. I mean, who cares at this point?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? I know your grades. I guarantee you, academically, you're where you need to be. What's your future plans going to be there?
I plan on going to Cumberland's. I'm not decided what I'm going to do yet, so I'm still looking. But I plan on going to Cumberland's. So
that'll be good. I've had 3 daughters graduate from the Cumberland's, and one's a social worker, one's a nurse, and the other works for the university now. And I'm sure mom and dad are glad to have you close to home, but you do have a little bit of freedom. You can play a little ball down there as well if you want to.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, Jimmy Curry, our buddy Jimmy over in Clay County, said, "Glad this young man is back. Thank God." Jimmy's Clay County man. You got Clay County fans, Josh, giving you love, man.
I've had a lot of people. It's definitely eye-opening.
Yeah. Well, listen, thanks for being with us. Thanks for taking the time. I know it's busy, and we're very proud of you, proud of your team. We wish you the best of luck this last week in district in the region tournament. Enjoy every minute of it, buddy. But we're very proud of you, Josh.
I will. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you for being with us. That's Mr. Joshua Still from South Laurel and DC. It was hard for me not to get emotional right then because I was just so happy for him to do that. We got Sean Thacker said, glad to see that smile. You're right, Sean. That's what it's all about, man. He's got a great smile. He did a great job. Hey, all our guys interviewing tonight, the gals,
he saw the young ladies and he stepped it up. He stepped his game up with it.
Yeah.
3 outstanding interviews.
Yeah, man. Well, we've got some awards to give out. We got top 10 teams. We got the top 5 players of the week, teams of the week, spark plug of the week. But we need to take a time out. We're listening to Martin's Peterbilt presentation of In the Huddle, sponsored by Zach Davidson at Allstate Insurance here on the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network. We'll be back right after these messages.
Let me tell you about my good friend Robert King at All American Detailing. They're located at 888 US 25 in Corbin. They offer many services, including full detail and basic detail for exterior and interior. They have paint correction, buffing, polishing, and a 5-year ceramic coating. Also, don't forget about your animals. It's cold, and they have great insulated panels in all different sizes. They offer discounts to military and active first responders. Call them today for an appointment, 606-280-7349. Let me tell you about my good friends at Heavenly Inflatables. They are Christian people who love serving Southeast Kentucky. For your birthday parties, VBS, fall festivals, whatever you need, give them a call today. That's Heavenly Inflatables. Check them out on Facebook or call them at 606-499-7810.
Quality, creativity, and customer service. That's what sets Curb Kings apart. Located in London, Kentucky, but serving all the 13th region and southeastern Kentucky, we are your go-to when looking for top-notch quality. If you want your landscaping to truly stand out, our custom curbing is what you need. With many different designs, styles, and colors, true curb appeal can now be obtained at an affordable price, yet long-lasting solution. With over 25 years experience, let Josh Maxey and his crew help you through your next outdoor project while making it one of the most enjoyable upgrades yet. Our customer service and reliability will always be second to none, as we will constantly go the extra mile for your satisfaction. Call us today for a consultation and free estimate. Today is the day to take your outside entertainment area to the next level. Call Josh Maxey at 606-224-0715 or Cam Maxey at 606-231-2810. We also want to wish all student athletes of the 13th region a very successful and healthy season.
We're back here as Martin's Peterbilt presents In the Huddle, sponsored by Zach Davidson at Allstate Insurance here on the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network. My name is Ronnie Smith with my good friend DC Turner. We want to dig right in to our weekly awards. Let's talk about the boys' side first. We'll go in with the USA RV and Auto Sales Spark Plug of the Week, brought to you by the good folks there, Shane Tarvin and Marcus Sima. It goes to no other than our guest we just had, Mr. Joshua Steele. And boy, does he deserve that. He has been a spark plug to the Cardinals.
No doubt. Even when he couldn't play, just the fact that he showed up and sat there on the bench and was with his teammates, probably one of the better games in the region this year with Corbin.
Yeah, so that's Josh Steele is our boys spark plug of the week, brought to you by Shane Tarvin, Marcus Simon there at USA RV and Auto Sale. Now, let's look at our top five, DC. This is brought to you by my good friend Mark Crowley and his wife Gina there at Genmars. They take care of roofing for all your roofing needs. Top five players of the week. He's been on there, I believe, every week from Harlan County. Maddox Huff had a phenomenal week. Reese Davidson, got to see him play the other night. He had a great week as well. Grayson Burton from Knox Central continues to dominate. Ryder Akins is a freshman, but he's a phenom. He's having an unbelievable year. And Jordan Mabe round out the top five players of the week, brought to you by Genmars. We've got some great athletes on there, DC Turner.
Yeah. Either one of those, you can put the name in a hat and draw them out of a hat, and nobody's going to argue with the player of the week this week. But our player of the week this week, the numbers is just staggering. Absolutely staggering at his numbers, 26, 23, and 32.
That's amazing. That's no other than Mr. Jordan Mabe from South Laurel, the boys player of the week, brought to you by our friend Scott Lisenby over in Harlan. He's an attorney at law. Thank you, Scott, for your sponsorship. And Jordan Mabe is the boys player of the week in DC. His length, his defensive blocking shots, he doesn't always block them, but he'll alter them, changes the course of a game of defense. One of the reasons why South Laurel's on fire. Yeah,
this week he's just been absolutely phenomenal in all three games. His shooting percentage, even his 3-point percentages, and free throws, and he was flat out unstoppable this week. Even though North or South struggled in a couple of games, they didn't get where they wanted to. But you play the number one, and I was impressed with the fact when they played Great Crossings.
They had him beat.
He outplayed the number one player in the state of Kentucky that is signed with UK, if I'm not mistaken. He flat out outplayed him on both ends of the floor.
Yep, that's Jordan. That's what he does. Congratulations, Jordan. You're our player of the week, 13th region, brought to you by our friend Scott Lisaby. Let's take a look at this top 10 coming into the last week of the season. Next week, top 10 will put us into the district tournament. This is brought to you by Josh Maxey from Curb Kings. He also has the one-stop phone shop and Dust Till Dawn. Top 10 coming in at number 10. You've got Williamsburg, Whitley County, Pineville. Pineville, a big game against Corbin this week. Clay County is coming to Corbin tomorrow night. That's a big game. North Laurel, Knox Central right there at 5, and I'm telling you, they are on fire right now. Corbin at number 4. South Laurel right there at 3. They've been top 3 all year long. And then you now have 2 teams with over 20 wins in the region. Harlan County, 21 wins. And then the number 1 team for the second week in a row, the Bell County Bobcats at 22-4, DC.
Yeah, I mean, this top 10, the bad part about this top 10, and there's nothing wrong with the top 10 itself per se, but 2 of those aren't making the regional tournament because you got all 4 teams in the 50th district in our top 10. So 20% right off the bat doesn't make the region.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive when you think about it. And thank you, Josh Maxey, Curb Kings, One Stop Phone Shop, and Dust Till Dawn. This is the top 10 of the week going into the final week of the regular season. Our team of the week deserves it. I mean, they played some great basketball. It goes to the Knox Central Panthers. Coach Madden has his team 3-0 on the week. This is brought to you by Dixon's Law Office. They're on Kentucky Avenue in Corbin. Thank you, Dixon's, for sponsoring this. But Knox Central's hotter than a firecracker, DC.
They're getting in stride at the perfect time. I'm trying to pull up their schedule here and see what they got this week. Well, actually, I'm on the wrong one. If I get on the boys' side of the stat sheet, I'll be in good shape. It's been one of those days. Everything I've touched has went backwards today. So let's see what Knox Central we got here. Whitley County, Leslie County, Middlesboro, and one handily, one pretty handily on all of them.
Yeah.
Whitley County was the closest game they had, and it was 9 points. You got to give it to Whitley County, though. They went to Knox Central and gave them a run for their money. Yeah, they gave them a run for their money. But Coach, we talked earlier about leadership. Leadership starts obviously at the head coach, and you can watch Knox Central. We've seen them 2 or 3 times this year in person, and they feed off of him. Is easy start to finish, same mentality. Now he'll crank on them when he needs to, but he does it in a way to where unless you're specifically watching him and the player, you'll never know he's digging into him. He does it in a way, and you can see the results when they go back into the game.
Yeah, so
I mean, they're clicking. They're flat out clicking at the right time.
Congratulations, Knox Central, brought to you by Dixon's Law Office, the 13th Region Team of the Week. And by the way, DC Turner, they played Bell County this week.
Right. They've got Williamsburg. Let's see, they got Bell County, then Williamsburg, Harlan, and then the district tournament.
So that Harlan or the Bell County Knox Central game is going to be a great game, and it's going to be wonderful to watch. There's some great matchups this week. Like I said, Corbin plays Clay County. There's some other great things. If you're looking for something to do and you can get out with this weather, there's some good games this week. Now, the last of the boys that we'll talk about this week is that watch list for the 13th Region Player of the Year, brought to you by Heron Family Dentistry. And we've got some great players on this watch list that we want to talk about. DC Turner, I'll run through the list and then allow you to say what you want to say. You've got Keegan Ward from Jackson County, Sawyer Thompson from Pineville, Andrew Smith from Williamsburg, Jacob Rogers from OBI, Jordan Mabe from South, Maddox Huff from Harlan County, Aiden Grubb from Clay County, Riley Fusey from Whitley County, Reese Davison from North, Ethan Buell from Bell, Grayson Burton from Knox, Blake Burnett from Bell County, and Ryder Akins from Corbin. That is your Heron Family Dentistry watch list for the 13th Region Boys Player of the Year.
Yeah, either one of those, either one on that list, you'd be hard pressed to find a solid, valid argument for if you picked one of them off for the Player of the Year. You'd be hard pressed to find somebody that could come up with a solid, valid argument why somebody else should have been. Because you've got some that outscores some of the other ones on that list. You've got some of them that shoots better free throw percentage. You've got some of them that gets more rebounds than others. You've got some that shoots from the field better, some from 3-point range better. I mean, they all got their plus and minuses, but I mean, that list there is, to me, it's as solid as you're going to get in this region. And I'm not knocking any of the kids that's not on this list, because there's several more that could be on that list and nobody can say anything about it. I mean, you've got the Summers kid from Knox Central could be on there. You've got Petrowski at Corbin could be on there. You've got Bargo from Knox Central could be on that list. And it just goes on and on and on and on. We could have a list with 30 and still somebody be left off.
Yeah, that's really true. And we appreciate our buddy Jimmy Curry said, Ronnie, I've called a few ball games with DC. He's a good one to work with. I agree. I've called with him too. He's a good guy there, Jimmy Curry. I'm glad you Jackson County and Clay County guys can get along together.
Well, I'm originally in Clay. I'm a Tiger. Okay. I'm a Clay County to the bone, but it don't. If I do one of their games, they don't get any favoritism.
Well, that's the truth. But
whether I got the mic or a striped shirt, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Well, Jimmy Curry, I'd like to see you and Jimmy Curry play a game 1-on-1. Could you beat him, DC?
No. Jimmy'd wash me up. He'd wash me right on out the door.
Well, we're going to take a timeout. That's it for the boys. We'll come back with the girls here on Martin Peterbilt presentation of In the Huddle, sponsored by Zach Davidson from Allstate Insurance. You're listening to the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network. Are you ready to turn your real estate dreams into a reality? If so, contact Sean Disney with USA Realty. With 27 years of banking experience in commercial and real estate lending and 3 years experience as a top multi-million-dollar producing agent. He's honest, professional, and committed to your success. Call Sean today at 606-620-8350. He's ready and waiting to help make your real estate dreams come true.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see us.
This is Donovan Storm here, the manager at the Kentucky Farm Bureau office, the South Laurel Agency here on West Cumberland Gap Parkway in Corbin. My office offers a full line of insurance products to protect your family and your business needs. We offer home, auto, life, health, workers' compensation, and business insurance. I have a friendly staff that's ready to assist you. Give us a call at 528-2030. Again, my staff is located at 1456 West Cumberland Gap Parkway, Corbin, Kentucky.
We understand the challenge of finding a quality pre-owned vehicle, but look no farther. Let me tell you about my good friends Marcus Sima and Shane Tarvin from USA RV and Auto Sales. They're conveniently located on the West Cumberland Gap Parkway in Corbin. They have a large inventory and have helped thousands of people in the Tri-County. Go see them today. That's USA RV and Auto Sales on the West Cumberland Gap Parkway in Corbin, Kentucky. It's time to give our girls basketball some love tonight. We'll look now at the 13th Region Weekly Awards for the girls. First, brought to you by USA RV and Auto Sales. Shane Tarvin there and Marcus Sima. Our girls spark plug of the week, Mr. DC Turner.
Yeah, this young lady. Yeah, this young lady. Very few people probably even know about this young lady, but she's averaging a double this year for the Lady Mountaineers down at OBI. Bailey Bristow. She's only a sophomore, so she's got a very bright future. She's 16.8 points a game on the year and 12.1 rebounds.
Wow.
So that's a pretty impressive stat, and she's another one of those that's all over the floor. Offense, defense, it doesn't matter. She's diving on the floor for loose balls. And Coach Jamie down there is doing a fantastic job with those young girls. They're very inexperienced, very limited on experience. Being the private type of school that they are, they don't get a run through, a countywide pick and choose your team when they get to high school type deal. But this young lady can flat out ball.
Well, congratulations, Bailey. You are the USA RV and Auto Sales spark plug of the week. Now, DC, let's dig into that top 5 brought to you by Save Right Home Care. You have,
go ahead.
No, I'll mention the 2 North Laurel Lady Jaguars in Brooke Nicholson and Mariella Claybrook, but you've got some pretty good players on there this week too. One of them was our guest.
Yes, very much so. Then you got Abby Gilbert at Jackson County, Haley Collins at Knox Central, and Jamie Buenaventura from South Laurel. I think I got that. Did I get close enough?
That was perfect. These
if I get
if
we do a South Laurel game and I get slapped, be like, oh man, I'm sorry.
No, we asked Jamie, she told us, and that is definitely it. And what Brooke and Mariana and what Hallie keeps doing there, and Jamie and Abby Gilbert is very, very. You don't hear a whole lot about her, but she's one of the best bigs in the 13th region, and she can cause problems for whoever would have to play them if they're fortunate to make it in the region tournament. She had another big week. And again, that's brought to you by Save Right Home Care. Those are our top 5 players of the week. And that leads us to the player of the week out of that group, brought to you by Dixon Law Office. Goes to Miss Brooke Nicholson from the North Laurel Lady Jaguars.
Yeah, she had one of those weeks. It's going to be hard to top at any level. 32, 36, and 28. I mean, she's peaking at the right time. North played Franklin County, Corbin, and Rowell. And then this week coming up, they've got Pulaski County Tuesday night. Thursday night, they've got Harlan County at home. And then Friday night, they've got Henry Clay at home. So, they got their hands full this week as well. But yes, Coach Mahan doesn't shy from anybody. He'll play anybody, anywhere, anytime. Just say when and where, and we'll be there. But this young lady has just been outstanding this week, especially this week.
Yeah, she's fun to watch, DC. She's a fun player to watch and having a great career and a great season. Congratulations, Brooke Nicholson, our Dixon Law Office 13th Region Player of the Week. Now let's look at our top 10. Brought to you by Barrett and Blevins, attorney at law. The top 10 there, DC Turner, starting out at number 10 with your stomping ground over where you live.
Yeah, that's where I'm at now, Jackson County. And then number 9 is Middlesboro. Clay County at 8, Harlan at 7, Whitley County at 6, Bell County at 5. Then you got Corbin at 4, and then your top 3 all have 20-plus wins on the season. Knox Central 22-4. North Laurel 24-2, South Laurel at 20-5. And the bad part about the girls, we spoke about it on the boys' side, 4 of our top 10 won't make the region this year.
That is a good point. Yeah, that's the only 2 from each. In case people don't know, they're new, don't understand the format. The winner and runner-up of the district tournament goes on to play in the region tournament. There's 4 districts, so that's 8 teams. So you don't win that first round game, you go home.
Yeah, I mean the 49th, you've got North, Clay, and Jackson, and the 50th, you've got South, Corbin, and Whitley. So there's 2 gone right off the bat. And then the 52nd, you've got Bell County, Harlan, and Middlesboro. And then
Yeah.
the 50th, you've got where did I say the 50th?
Corbin South and Whitley
Yeah,
County.
Corbin,
Yeah.
South, Whitley County. So four teams not going to make the regional tournament.
This is going to be a great district tournament that begins week after next. This is brought to you by Barrett and Blevins. It is the 13th Region Girls Top 10. Now, let's go to the team of the week. Had a great week. You mentioned the games that they played. You mentioned what Brooke Nicholson did. But this is sponsored by Pepsi Cola of Corbin. The award goes to the North Laurel Lady Jaguars.
Yeah, they went to Franklin County. I think it was Monday. Yeah, they went to Franklin County Monday, which is a very difficult place to play for anybody. And they walked out of there. I think it was 6-point win. And then, well, as a matter of fact, I'll look it up here. Yeah, Franklin County was 6th. Then they beat Corbin by 17 at Corbin, and then beat Ryle at home yesterday by 7, which is another quality team coming in from up north way.
Yeah, so congratulations, North Laurel Lady Jaguars. Once again, brought to you by Pepsi Cola of Corbin, the 13th Region Girls Team of the Week. Now, let's take a look at that watch list. What a great – I'll turn that banner off for just a minute so you can see the names there on the bottom, DC. You mentioned it earlier. You're going through this list for us. There's some great athletes.
Yeah, from top to bottom. And again, just like on the boys' side, you can put these names in a hat, pull one out. You got your player of the year, and good luck getting an argument. I mean, we've got Lauren Parton at Lynn Camp, Brooke Nicholson at North Laurel, Kylie Noe at Harlan, Shelby Mills, Knox Central, Lauren McGeorge and Carrie Lamb from Bell County, Abby Gilbert, we just talked about her from Jackson County, Haley Collins from Knox Central again, Kylie Clem from Corbin, one of our guests tonight, Jamie Bonaventura from South Laurel, and Kiwi Betts at Middlesboro. So, I mean, just outstanding young ladies, fantastic athletes, got a bright future ahead of them on and off the court. I mean, the voting, I've still not turned mine in yet.
I'm not yet. We have till Wednesday, folks. There's quite a few. All the region media networks, so everybody gets to vote. It's not this DC. It's not myself. It's not just the powers to be. There's a lot of people, and we vote for quite a few. DC, that reminds me, we have till Wednesday to get that done.
Yeah, and here's the best part about it. A lot of people may think that we get together and discuss it. We don't.
No, it's individual and it's private. It's personal. So congratulations to the watch list there. That's brought to you by our friends at Dixon Law Office. And DC, that brings us to the end of another show. Been a night. We've done a lot of prayer for the folks in the flooding and this weather that's been crazy. But the guests we had, Macy White from Clay County, Jamie Bonaventura from South Laurel. Coach Gray was not able to join us tonight because of the electric being out there in Clay County. We'll have her on later. But then Josh Steele was with us tonight. And we leave the show tonight. I'm proud of the 13th Region Media Network. I'm proud to be a part of it. This is what it's all about, promoting these student athletes to be able to do it. I appreciate all our sponsors, appreciate you, and all those that take the time, taking pictures, that we post in these stories every day. There is a lot of people that it takes to make this thing happen. It's not 1 or 2. It's not even 5. It's 10, 15, 20 people every week giving countless hours, donating their time just so that we can promote these athletes. And DC Turner, they deserve it.
Yes, they do. Very much so. And Mr. Steele, I've talked to people in Harlan County. I've talked to people in Bell County, Middlesboro area, Pineville, Williamsburg area, Laurel County, Clay County, here in Jackson County. The young man had prayers going from everywhere, even out of this region, over in Owsley County, Lee County. We got some people that watch us, watch our broadcast and watch some of our shows on Sunday night, just all over southeast Kentucky. And I'm sure as far up as Lexington or other places, His parents is well known, his grandparents is well known throughout, at least from Lexington South. So I'm sure that they're, uh, you know, prayers has been from one end of the state and the other. They've seen it on social media, probably from other states and other countries as well.
Oh yeah.
It's just, it was fantastic to see him again tonight, because that was a little, I'd make a hair stand up on your head when you see a kid go
Yeah.
down. I don't care what sport it is or what team he's on, baseball, same way, softball, football, it doesn't matter. You see a kid go down, it does something to you inside that, and whether you're a pastor like yourself or, don't really necessarily believe the way you should believe, you're going to be talking to the guy that can take care of things.
That's
Flat
it.
out. I mean, that's
What's
the
that old
way it
saying?
is.
There's no such thing as an atheist in the foxhole, right? That's the old saying.
You're 100% right. I won't go into talk about how I may know that for a fact, but military, some in the military claim they're atheists, and let the bullets start flying.
That's
They're
it.
really not.
Coach Madden puts it in perspective there. Great show, guys. Thank you. We appreciate that. Thanks for promoting all these kids like you guys do. It's what it's all about. Now get this crazy. Hey, at least the electric's not coming off in the middle of the show, Coach Madden. We'll have you back on. There's lightning flashing. I thought, does he have the paparazzi in his house taking pictures while we're trying to interview him?
He actually does. I mean, his popularity is climbing by the minute. So, we'll see him on ESPN before it's all said and done.
Yeah. Well, good luck.
Move
good
over,
luck
Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah, exactly. And good luck to you, Coach, and good luck to you, DC, this week as we travel. We'll be announcing the game of the week soon. Want to let everybody know we're getting ready for baseball and softball. We need some sponsors. It's not as hard to get sponsors for football and even basketball, but let's not forget the student athletes for the girls softball and baseball. Reach out to me. Let me know. There's some packages and some commercials. It's very affordable. And not only can it promote your business, but you see what we're doing here promoting these student athletes. So your final sign off tonight, DC?
Just good luck to everybody. Hope this weather breaks and we get this weekend and it disappears completely out of the way before the district and regional tournament starts. We don't need any hiccups there and having to go through and change dates and move things around. I mean, if we have to, we have to, but I can't wait to get the district going. I'm not sure which district I'm going to go and try to check out in person just yet. But I will be at Corbett.
Yeah, that will be fun. All right. God bless you all. Thanks for being with us on the Martin's Peterbilt presentation of In the Huddle, sponsored by Zach Davidson from Allstate Insurance here on the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network for my buddy DC Turner. Ronnie Smith touched tonight. Honored to be a part. Glad that you were with us. Share this. Go back and watch it later. Watch the young ladies we had on here, and Mr. Josh Steele made the night worth it all. Good night, DC.
Good night, sir.
All right. Have a good night, everybody.